guys, I thought I would read another chapter. It's called The Puppet Show. Now, the changes I made to the last chapter, you know, with Caroline Parson having the birthday party, I think I'm just going to keep that to myself. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. This one is titled The Puppet Show. The puppet show was coming to the auditorium. It was all the kids at school were talking about. What Ruby needed to do was sell a whole box of candy bars. Anyone that did so was given a free ticket to the puppet show. Of course, one could purchase a ticket if their parents opted out of the annual candy bar fundraiser. But Ruby knew her chances of buying a ticket was slim to none. Mrs. Applewhite, I want a box of candy bars, please, Ruby said as she was the first in line. The teacher eased down in the chair and whispered, Ruby, you know if you lose the money, your mama and daddy will have to pay for it. It's a lot of money to keep up with, don't you think? Mrs. Applewhite already had a good idea of Ruby's situation at home and was trying to discourage the little girl, but the child insisted. If I don't get the candy bars, then I can't go see the puppets, the child pleaded. The teacher knew all too well the child was right, but still hesitated. Please, Miss Applewhite, please, I want to see the puppets. Ruby pleaded her case once more. Although the students had until next Thursday to turn the money in, the teacher encouraged the child to do her best to sell them over the weekend and bring the money to school first thing Monday morning. Ruby, remember to bring the money on Monday morning so it won't get lost, the teacher said again as class was dismissed. The child held tightly to the box of candy bars all the way home from school. Mama, 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 she yelled as she burst inside the trailer door. Rose was sleeping and raised her head off the couch to see what the commotion was all about. Don't let your sister get in them, Ruby, she scolded the excited child. I don't have the money to buy them. I swear that school is going to be the death of me. Always wanting something, she continued to complain. Truth be known, she had not lifted one finger to even help her child with homework, much less do anything for the school. I've got to sell them all. The puppet show is Friday, the child explained. Ruby was all too excited and didn't want to waste any time getting the selling underway. The youngster raced through the trailer park knocking on doors. Mr. Thomas bought two, despite his wife's objection. You need to watch that sugar of yours, Lou reminded him of his blood sugar was high on the last doctor's visit. Gertrude Thibodeau, a rather large woman, was outside with her husband talking to Mr. Townsend when Ruby approached them. The housewife made such a fuss about her ongoing diet and how she certainly didn't need a candy bar. Mr. Townsend reached in his wallet and bought one. Ruby looked up at the woman. Come on inside, Ruby, and I'll get my purse. I guess one won't hurt, Gertrude said. When the woman reached in and counted 10 bars from the box, Ruby was too scared to mention anything about the diet. Shh, this is our little secret, okay, Ruby? The child nodded her head. Margie and Jimmydale bought $5 worth each. Afterwards, Ruby stooped down on her knees in the grass to count the remaining candy bars. 17 left to go. None of the college students were home. Dee Dee McClendon would not buy any because all her kids were allergic to chocolate. A fact Ruby knew was not true because someone on the bus recently stole a bag of M&Ms from the store and shared it with every one of her school-aged kids. By the time she made it to Bertie's house, there were only 5 left. 2 for Bertie and 2 for Bo, Bertie's handsome new neighbor. Since Ruby had a can of coins hidden in her closet, she would buy the last one to split with Kitty. Time stood still for the child as she waited on the concrete for Bertie to come home. Slow down, Ruby. You are talking 90 miles an hour, the tired cashier said. Ruby explained about the candy bars and about the puppet show, all the while helping Bertie tote her groceries inside. "You have a lot of groceries," the child noted. Bertie was happy to report that she was cooking supper for her new neighbor and handed her little friend $2. "Here, now scoot. I've got to get stuff ready," Bertie said when she heard a knock on the door. Kitty had been sent over to fetch her sister. "I got 2 more candy bars. Do you think Mr. Bow will buy them?" Ruby asked. "I want a candy bar," Kitty said. "I don't know, child. Go ask him. Just scoot on out of here," Bertie said as she rushed the girls out the door. The little girls walked over to his trailer, but there was no answer when they knocked. They could hear their mama calling, and Ruby decided to ask him the next day. Just as Rose suspected would happen, Kitty got into the box of candy bars. The little sister came to the table with chocolate all over her face and both hands. "Rose, what is that all over the baby?" Ruby's dad stopped eating when he noticed the child climbing into the chair for supper. "Ruby, I told you not to let her get into that box," her mama scolded, and then started wiping the child off with the dishcloth. "No, Kitty!" Ruby ran to the bedroom to see how many bars were eaten. "Hold still while I get this mess off your face." Rose was getting more aggravated by the minute. "Mama, she ate 3 of them. What do you want me to do about it, Ruby?" "What is this for?" her daddy asked. He reached for the box, noticing all the money scattered at the bottom of it. Ruby explained she sold all but 3 of the bars and how she could now go to the puppet show on Friday. "Mama, I need $2 for those candy bars," Ruby begged, but she had only gotten scolded again for leaving the box where her little sister could find it. "Put the box on top of the fridge, Rose," her daddy instructed. Then he reached in his wallet and gave her $2. "Aren't you still short $1? Ruby explained she had some coins in her closet. There you go. Hope you enjoy.